Okay, let's see if the audio is working. Let's hope it's working. Let's see if it works. Okay, test. Let's see if it works properly. Okay, test. Let's see if it works properly. Okay, it sounds fine. That's good. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, test. Okay, so I'm testing the new Audi. I've never driven it. I just drove Atlanta because it was the last track I drove on. Just gonna go with a complete default setup and see what the car is like. Let's see. Try mediums. Yes, that seems good. Ramp this up to 100.
Data logging enabled.
Okay. Some weird things in the window. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that, but okay. Sure, low traction control. Actually, let's run without traction control. Let's see what the handling is like. The time is probably not going to be as close as qualifying in the 24-hour series because the temperature was different because they run live weather and I cannot replicate the temps. So, okay, let's see. It's kind of hard to see to the left now, but I'll have to deal with it. Slow out left to get a feeling of the car. Okay, what I feel straight away, I drove the Camaro here. It's much better on the front end, but the Camaro was an exception. It's really bad at the front end. But with the Camaro I could run 100% brake bias. Here I feel I'm locking up, so I should probably not touch that, but I manage it for now. Brakes feel good. Feel similar to the brakes on the Camaro, and I think that car had one of the better brakes. This is easy flat out. It wasn't in the Camaro, so that's definitely improvement. Maybe this car's faster. Let's see. Though I'm running only at half tank, but still, initial feeling the car handles nice. I like it. See what the lap time is and then check the tires, see how they behave.
The lap was a 1:20.14.
It's a lot, but then again I don't know what the grip is like on this track. It's actually quite slow. It felt fast. Of course it was only my first lap, but There's a little bit of understeers I need to tweak out. Actually, let me go back to the pits and...
Log building finished.
Oh, okay, let's lower the tire pressure. Okay, this can go a lot lower. I think the minimum of the Camaro was like, I don't know, 125? Not sure actually. Just lower this a little bit. And bring this back down to 90. Casters seemed fine. That's quite a high coast actually. You lower this a little as well. Oh, that's a really high rear wing. No idea what wing to choose, but this is engine mixture. The Camaro didn't have that either. Let's see. She'll take. Let's do a quality run, shall we? 15 liters.
Data logging enabled.
That's a nice pull away. Okay, screw the pit limiter. It's single player anyway, so. Really?
Log building finished. Data logging enabled. Log building finished. Data logging enabled.
Apparently I got penalties enabled, which I didn't know. Okay. See what the tires do on the lap. The thing is, this is completely stock setup, and it's not ideal, of course, for this track, because this track needs some lower wings and different suspension settings, but we'll see what we can do. So I think the track has less grip than race day, so it's not a fair comparison, but it's quick. There's a little bit of understeer here, but it's setup related. Okay, yeah, that was bad. A bit late.
The lap was was a 1:19.44.
Okay, that isn't really quick. I don't know where I'm losing time against the other cars though, but then again, could be the grip. I need to test the other cars on the same settings to see if it's actually this car being slow or... Only then I can really tell. I think the Z4 got changed as well and I got a base setup for that, so I'll test that after this lap. Let's take the Z4. 19, let's see, what was it? 19.4.
Log building finished.
Let's see. Let's take this one. Yeah, still loaded in, okay. Okay,
Data logging enabled.
let's see what this car can do. Because it was pretty quick in the race. And qualifying too, just got lucky with the Camaro. Of course, Ferrari were the fastest, but this was right up there. And just to confirm that, I won the race. So let's see what this thing can do with the update. Okay, I can tell straight away this is less understeer. So it tastes a little bit better, but that's maybe because the engine is in the front. It's more front end grip. Because it does feel a little bit loose on the rear end sometimes, so actually I'm on full fuel I think. But doesn't matter for now. This certainly has not as good brakes, I can tell you that. Or maybe it has high top speed, but it doesn't have the brakes, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, the top speed is not that high of this car, and I forgot to brake early again. That made the corner time. Yeah, the top speed is a bit lower than the Camaro. The Camaro was like, I don't know, 10 or 8 kph higher on the straight, but that could be running lower rear wing.
That was a 1:19.82.
So This thing is too much brake bias for me. There we go. Let's see, did I damage the car? Nope. Okay, let's continue on. This thing's about half a second slower so far with a full tank than the Audi, so I don't know, maybe the Audi is a bit slower. Maybe the setup. With original thoughts about the Audi, it was nice, it was responsive in the front end, but in some parts, depending on the camber, it had some understeer. But other than that, it felt great. Good brakes as well, better than this one. Let's making time for this corner now.
The lap was a 1:22.13.
Could just be that this car needs a higher rear wing for stability, and thus the top speed is lower. This would be my driving as well, honestly. Do notice the back end of this car is a little bit more unstable in the braking.
The lap was a 1:19.02.
Yeah, I'm going quicker in this car than... That's not right. On a full tank. Okay, I'm gonna put this car to the qualifying test. 10 liters of fuel with this setup, and then I'll compare it to the
building
Camaro.
finished.
And then I'll compare it to the Audi, because the Camaro took pole, and this car needed some balance, some more performance, because the
Data
Ferrari was too
logging
quick.
enabled.
The Camaro, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Hopefully they keep it for us the way it is. Let's see. There we go. I do really like the new Audi. It's a very nice addition. Also one of the newer models too, so that's great. There's some understeer there. Oh no, don't. Oh god, no. Okay, I screwed that up. That's bad.
Log building finished. Data logging enabled.
Oh, the tire rod was overheating. So it's not only the Camaro that's sensitive to the tires. This car needs some management as well. So that's good. I don't know, it could just be this setup or the grip. I think mostly the grip. I haven't been able to grab a grip file from the race. So yeah. Just load some random grip file and see what it's like. Okay, so what happened there? I had some understeer in the power. Maybe that's the power on the coast setting. I mean the diff setting. Here I had some oversteer, and towards the left here I had some understeer. The car didn't turn. It could be ARB or power on the diff setting. And need to be careful with those social curbs because they will kill you. That's for sure. You should just stall. Also, a thing I noticed on the Z4, I don't know if the brakes should all be the same, but I did notice the Camaro was really good on the brakes, and I can feel it in this car, it's a bit worse. But again, it could be the grip, I don't know, we'll find out when I jump into the Camaro, but the Audi brakes felt a little bit better than this car as well, so I don't know, maybe that's a thing too. The back end is really unstable. That's better. Let's see how much time we gained. 2.5 times. It's not bad.
The lap was a 1:18.08.
I can just gain another 3.5 tenths. This car feels really nice. Really agile. Just the back end and the braking is not very stable, but
The lap was a 1:17.88.
let's see.
Log building finished.
That's 1.5 seconds slower almost for the Audi, but then again, this was done with a setup, a base setup though, not an advanced one, but still. Let's take this one, Camaro, and then tuning. selecting the 2013 model. Hey, our beautiful skin. Class package, yes. 2013 Photos lead, there we go. Beautiful skin in all her glory. Fortunately didn't reach the finish line. Oh, there's my mouse. Okay, race. So for reference, I did 15.8 with a toe on the back straight. Obviously not gonna beat that, but I don't think I'm gonna be anywhere close because there's a lot of less grip on the track right now. So let's see, where is it? R50? Yes. Did I do something to the? Yeah, I did do something for quality. Let's put 10 liters. Don't know if that will hold up. Let's put it on 2.
Data logging enabled.
A good old Camaro with a big V8 with a lot of torque, but it has a high drag value and it's a lot heavier than the other cars as well. So the only benefits is the brakes and the higher torque value. Yeah, that torque. That's why I'm gonna actually no, I'm gonna rotation control for sake of comparison. With this car, it feels really slow to drive, but then you look at the lap time and you're like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty quick. It drives a little bit like a boat, but it's like a speedboat because it goes very quickly. I literally cannot see that corner at all. The hood is so big. And the RPM counters aren't placed that well. I cannot see them. Oh, focus on track. Here, for example, I'm already doing 276. Let's show you where the C4 was like doing 270 or something. But then again, that car was a lot. Here, for example, I don't know if I can take this flat out or not. I can, but this was a very bad entry. Here I have to brake pretty early to get this big V8 turned in. I cannot go full throttle on places where I can with the C4 because it's just too much torque. And in race I run low traction control, but yeah, still, stop putting the power down. It'll be interesting to see how it compares to the Z4.
The lap was a 1:18.48.
So it's about a second quicker than the Audi so far. But yeah, I think I'm quicker than the C4. I can't remember what time I did, but that shows you that this C4 is a really quick car. I can't imagine what the Ferrari is like. Also, one of the drawbacks is this thing has bad fuel consumption because of that big V8. Let's run low traction control because this car is all over the place. think I can do one more lap with that.
That was a 1:18.48.
Here, there's a lot of understeer, that particular section, and here it doesn't always want to turn either, which the oversteer on the exit. Yeah, as I should turn it down. Gonna give the Camaro one more shot after this. Wasn't a very good lap. This lap before wasn't either. I'm a bit more confident with this car, of course, because I've driven it for the race, qualifying. So yeah, considering I'm fast in the C4, it's actually quite.
The lap was a 1:18.48.
Log building finished.
Because
Data logging enabled.
I haven't driven that car yet, and I drove this car to the limit already, so I know the ins and outs of this car. So yeah, the C4 is a really quick car so far. I don't have a setup for the Ferrari. I might give that a try after the Audi. But then again, the C4 might have received a BOP performance boost, so that might be it. Of course, thanks to Jos for allowing me to BOP test these cars and beta test the Audi R8. Well, let's put a good lap. It's damn hard to see with this car. Where I'm going, oh, understeer. Wish could put some music on, but copyright says no. Make it a bit more enjoyable to watch. Put a copyright music in the background once this qualifying stint is done. The thing is with this car, I can just keep on braking and the back end sticks. That's why I can brake later. The C4, I was having issues. The back end would snap away. Maybe the bias system was to the rear. Okay, let's do a proper lap now.
That was a 1:17.88.
That's actually very close to the Z4, but of course this has a more sophisticated setup compared to the
Log building
That's
finished.
for setup I used. So let's try the audio again. Very close between the Camaros at full. Some music in the background. Sorry for the music, it's just non-copyright music, but I got no choice. Don't want to strike on my video. Okay, let's see. I have no idea what the mist-like problem is in the windows, but I guess you saw it yourself, Jos, so I'll contact you about that later. Okay, let's see. Let's run lower. Don't know what the power band of this car is, to be honest. Soften this a little bit. I don't know why. Why it has negative toe to here. Fishing is fine. Let's move it forward just a little bit. Maybe soften. It cannot be softened. Oh, okay. The material is also the softest. Bump could be lower. This bump as well. Okay, let's see how this feels. Lower wing, low fuel as a go.
Data logging enabled.
Oh, okay, and now all of a sudden the window problem is gone. That's interesting. Okay. If you wonder why the quality of the textures are so low, it isn't the mod. I turned everything to the bottom for performance, of course. VR isn't the most optimized thing, so yeah. The mod looks great if you have everything turned up. This rear wing might be too low. I will spend a little bit more time on the Audi to just figure out a base setup. Okay, this feels actually really nice. But then again, the Camaro felt slow, but it was quick. It was a 17.8. Pretty much identical to the BMW. See, I forgot to lower the tire pressure, but maybe it's not necessary with this car. I don't know, maybe it has different tire physics. I have no idea, to be honest. Oh, that's close. Bring it in. as I said, this car has a lot of better visibility. The Camaro is like a really high muscle car with a big bonnet. Hood, I mean, sorry. This car you can see really well, especially in VR, it's very nice. Yeah, this car, with in terms of brakes, feels in between the Camaro and the C4. It's better than the C4, but maybe a tiny bit worse than the Camaro. Let's see. Yeah, this, I don't know why, but I just cannot be quick with it. Let's see. On the steer. Okay. Might be
Log building finished.
Let's see. The rear wing can still be lower. Let's use 3. Let's see. Coast could be lower. Power. Let's lower that as well. Preload 1 click lower. Front roll bar. Soften this even more because there's quite a lot of bumps actually. Rebound. Where's rebound? Here, rebound. Lower that 1 quick click. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, fuck, it isn't symmetrical, I just see. Oh shit. Oops. This is not. Okay, yeah, that's better.
Data logging enabled.
It would be good to have this tested on the server where it's slower. Maybe it's just me, but Sean said he was just as quick in the Audi, maybe a little bit slower than the Ferrari. Obviously I haven't driven the Ferrari, but yeah, I don't know. It's a bit slower. I'm only managing 19s while with the other cars I'm in the 17s. Maybe it's the setup, I don't know, to be honest. Let's see what top speed is going to be like, because I haven't paid attention to that yet. Okay, it seems to be a tiny bit slower than the Camaro in a straight line, but faster than the Z4, C4, whatever you call it. So that's interesting. It's not slow in a straight line, so I don't know where I'm. Well, obviously I'm losing the time in the braking then and corners, but maybe accelerate. No, acceleration should be fine. Oh, okay, that's oversteering. Okay, abandon this lap. Never mind. Just go back to pits. Okay, that was too oversteering.
Log building finished.
Let's see how much can I lower this.
Data logging enabled.
Can I just go out on track there? It would be nice if I could. Just skip the whole thing. Yes, there we go, look. Let's see, maybe 3 rear wings too low, I don't know. There's no testing, but it's cool. It's a bit oversteer in sector 1, but really no pace difference. But there we go, I'm gaining a little bit.
The lap was a 1:19.28.
Log building finished.
Go back to the default setup. Let's give the default setup a go. Just on low fuel and increase this maybe a little bit. There we go. And the rear wing, that's the only thing. Let's use P4, let's use P3 before. So let's see.
Data logging enabled.
The car handles nice. It has a good response on the steering wheel. It doesn't even understeer, but it's like the complete opposite of the Camaro. That car feels like a boat, and like feels super slow. But the lap times are quick, and this is like opposite. It feels fast, but it isn't that fast. Again, maybe it's just me not suitable for the car, but. That was actually pretty good. Oh, it's reactive to bumps, that's for sure. It's a very lively car. It feels nice actually. It's challenging. In this steer. There we go. That's kind of improvement. And again, maybe if there's a small setup for this car, it's a lot quicker. Maybe the default setup is just really not suited for. Sure, that could be it as well. Because I think Sean tested it on Bathurst, and that's like you have a massive straight, and you have a really tight section where turning is really important.
The lap was a
Someone is 1 second slower now, instead of
1:18.93.
1.5 or something like that. Okay, let's try the Ferrari.
Log building
Really
finished.
love the looks of this car, by the way. It looks great, great model. Let's see, where's the Ferrari? There it is. She's a Corsa car. Is there that one? Yeah. But am I mixing up teams? I think I am. Ah, this is the team I meant. No, it's not. It's this one. Yes, there we go. Beautiful Italian colors on it. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Never driven this car. First time ever I'm touching this. Let's no idea to be engine cooling full. Alright, let's just go low. Okay, this car revs high, that's for sure. 9,000. Okay, what I noticed, this car has different tires. Maybe the other tires are slower. I don't know, to be honest. Let's see. What is the max? 70 kilos, I guess. I have no idea, to be honest, what I'm doing. just
Data logging enabled.
really different cockpit compared to what I'm used to from Camaro. Again, very good vision. Back end. Initial impressions, this car is really stable. And that's too low rear end spoiler. Okay, I need to fix that.
Log building finished.
Where's the wing? That's
Data logging enabled.
Unstable, Jesus. And the braking also, or the acceleration. The original on coast just wants to come around. So use the engine type of getting too hot. Ah, that's good, that's fine. It's actually good oil temp. Yep, that's really unstable in the braking. More brake bias to the front, that's for sure. Okay, this car is really balanced. No oversteering the power. Just the acceleration is a bit tricky sometimes, but if you get that right, it's a good one. Of course, this lap's not quick because I messed up turn 1, but so it's further forward. 57, let's see. The car is getting up a bit. Okay, this car has really good brakes too. I just brake way too early for that.
That was a 120.06.
Yeah,
The lap was a 1:18.85.
Let's go back and
Log building finished.
I think the rear wing can be lower, it's just that this can be a bit higher. Brake bias, let's put it increase it so I wasn't getting any locking on the fronts. Also, let's lower this. Wait, that's a thing I forgot to do in the Audi, but it shouldn't be that big of an impact, to be honest.
Data logging enabled.
This bit is long. There we go. Okay, maybe it was the rear wing because I'm getting this sliding again. Maybe it's just me getting used to it. Yeah, it's just me not getting the max out of this Ferrari, but I was pretty on it on the Z4 and same to the Camaro, and that's why they have pretty identical times, which I didn't expect, because I know the Z4 was a bit quicker in the corners, but on the straight line it was like, I don't know, 5 kilometers down, fully trim. Honestly, this car maybe has even better brakes in the Camaro. But then again, maybe this is the BOP Ferrari, I'm not sure. I think it is. there's some slight more drag, if I'm correct. Higher drag value, so a bit slower on the straights.
The lap was a 1:18.23.
Yeah, I'm getting close already. Other two cars. Yeah, I think I'll write some feedback on Discord and
Log building finished.
just call it a day. It's getting late over here, so I hope this was useful. You also, I did this for you, so I will write some text on Discord as well. And see you later.